Every prison is unique in its own ways. Here's the story of a frantic prison in which you would not survive. The worst prison in America. What are the worst punishments in the world? Is this prison a part of hell? How long do you believe you could endure without communicating with another person? The consequences of prolonged isolation can be devastating and suicidal at times. In the United States, there exists a prison where inmates are confined to small cells for 23 hours a day, granting them a mere hour of break in a larger cell. This severe isolation often results in severe mental health issues, including but not limited to paranoia, hallucinations, and deep depression. This may end up worse than beating up a person. The slow-paced killing of one's emotional self is cruel, but the question that arises is, why? Why would the government subject these individuals to such inhumane conditions? Who are these inmates, and what has led them to this state of isolation? Let us delve into the depths of this issue and unveil the truth. Disciplining criminals proves to be a distressing challenge, especially when they are united in their defiance. In 1983, two valiant police officers, Merle Klutz and Robert Hoffman, tragically lost their lives at the hands of criminals who held no regard for human life. This heart-wrenching incident served as a catalyst, triggering the then Federal Bureau of Prisons director, Norman Carlson, to propose a radical solution: the creation of a new facility designed to isolate the most dangerous and uncontrollable inmates, ensuring the utmost security and safety. In response to this pressing need, ADX Florence was meticulously constructed and started functioning just 1 year later. ADX Florence Supermax Prison, also called Alcatraz on the Rocks, is located in a small town in Colorado known as Florence. As of September 8, 2023, the Supermax unit in Florence accommodates 322 male inmates, each classified into one of 6 security levels, more like a grade in accordance with the crime niche. Although it was designed for 474 inmates, it has never been filled to its maximum capacity. This not only highlights the higher expectations of planners, but also indicates how notorious criminals make it into this hell. To get here, the prisoners would have done the worst of crimes. But escaping from this prison is utterly impossible. In this prison, inmates are categorized based on their crimes, and the conditions of their cells correspond to the severity of their offenses. Currently, there are foreign terrorists, domestic terrorists, organized crime figures, and various other criminals residing in different sections of the jail. Prisoners are granted 1 hour of break every day in larger cells known as the empty swimming pool. During this hour, they can make phone calls and engage in other forms of entertainment. Surprisingly, this setup, although initially appearing harsh, is not as cruel as it seems. The system operates on a disciplinary mechanism where inmates with improved behavior can earn more than just 1 hour in the larger cells. By demonstrating better conduct, prisoners can move down the ranks of their cell categories, allowing them additional time in the communal area and privileges like access to radio or television. This approach, rewarding good behavior with increased privileges, proves to be a brilliant way to maintain discipline within the prison environment. The inmates in this prison aren't ordinary people. Their crimes go far beyond just a few incidents. Among them is the notorious Mexican drug dealer El Chapo from the Sinaloa cartel. He's infamous for his brutal methods, including dissolving his enemies in acids. El Chapo ended up in ADX after multiple escapes from other prisons. Another inmate, Umar Abdul Muttalab, is a Nigerian bomber, along with Ramzi Ahmed Yusuf, a foreign terrorist. The list also includes spies like Nosher Gawadi, Walter Myers, and Harold Nicholson. Despite the dangerous nature of these inmates, the intriguing fact is that no one in the history of ADX has ever escaped. It's not for lack of trying, but it's simply impossible. The prison is fortified with multiple layers of security, including motion detectors, cameras, 1,400 remote-controlled steel doors, attack dogs, razor wire fences 12 inches high, and laser beams. Even if, hypothetically, a criminal managed to bypass all these obstacles, there are heavily armed security men at the watchtowers who wouldn't bother to interrogate before shooting because the inmates are no honorable men of virtue. They're criminals. This anti-escape feature itself is what makes ADX unique. This part of hell only has the worst of sinners.